Packing for a Caribbean cruise can be lots of fun because you get to go shopping for some resort wear, new swimsuits, new shoes, all of that stuff. But there are some items that I think are essential to pack with you that are going to make you a lot more comfortable, especially if you're cruising during the hotter months in the Caribbean. I'm actually on a cruise right now, Caribbean cruise. Behind me today, beautiful St. Thomas, all the excursions are coming and going. But it is summertime here in the Caribbean, you guys. It is July and it is hot. So I am going to be sharing with you about 20 or so, I think I went a little over 20, of my favorite things that I packed for this cruise. But I'm also at the end going to include 3 things that I forgot to pack that would make a huge difference if I had included them, and I wish I would have brought them with me. All right, let's get started with the number 1 item that I packed for this. Since it was going to be a hot one, I was looking at the forecast thinking, oh, it's going to be extra humid and I know that I'm going to need some extra coolness. I did pack a fan for daytime use. It's like a little handheld fan, has a couple of different speeds on it, and I have carried it around with me out by the pool deck, on shore, things like that, and it's been really helpful. Now, another essential item that I had to pick up at the store on this trip, I actually got it in Miami because I realized it was going to be a problem and I didn't think of it, was bug repellent. There were so many mosquitoes in Miami before the cruise. So we picked up these bug repellent wipes and they are fantastic. You can get them at Amazon, you can get them at a drugstore, wherever. The nice thing about the wipes is you can just slip them in your beach bag and you don't really have to worry too much about carrying a big aerosol with you. They're easy to apply. Next, I had some fun shopping for swim cover-ups on this cruise. I have the one that I'm wearing right now. It has these fun kind of, I feel like they're kind of 70s-ish flowers. I feel like I need go-go boots with them, but it's been really comfortable, especially in the extra hot conditions. I also got 3 of these adorable cover-ups from Amazon that are basically sheer. So they keep you cool. They are light and flowy. Now these come in 2 different sizes. They come in one size and they come in small. I do believe they may have a plus size option as well. And if they do, I will be sure to link to that down below. But what I found is that the sizing is kind of flexible. I bought the black one in a size small and the others in the one size, and both of them fit me just perfectly fine. Love them because they're super lightweight and they're kind of flirty and fun, and you can just wear them right over the top of your swimsuit, but they have some coverage over your midsection, which is nice, so it doesn't look like you can see the entire swimsuit. I also got these really cute, inexpensive gold bracelets and a gold watch band to add just a little bit more bling to this cruise. I don't like to pack anything expensive with me, but it is kind of fun to have a little bit of bling for dinners and maybe even for your beach day. I think it's important, just depending on what port you're in, to be careful about wearing stuff that's too flashy on shore, but I had some fun shopping for these and I know that you're gonna love them if you invest in them. I also ordered a beach bag on Amazon before this cruise, and when I saw the picture of this beach bag online, I thought it was going to be so much bigger than it actually is. It's kind of tiny and petite, but what's funny is I've worn it around the ship as kind of a purse, and it's worked out great. I can fit like 1 beach towel in here and some sunscreen and a few supplies, but otherwise having a bigger beach bag might have been better, but if you don't take much stuff on shore with you, this might be perfect. In addition to that, I also brought with me my wet swimsuit bag. This little guy is so handy, and you can put not only your wet swimsuit in it at the end of the day, like before you get it back on your taxi or your bus back to the port, you can also put some supplies in here. You can put your sunscreen in it, you could put a bottle of water, things like that. It's really handy to have if you're going on a warm weather cruise, and they're also great if you're cruising with kids. I packed this water bottle thinking I was going to use it for hydration, right? Like filling up ice water or lemonade up at the buffet, but it's ended up being our morning coffee carafe. And what I love about this is it has this feature on the top where you can totally seal off the water bottle. You can seal off the straw so nothing will leak. In fact, you could turn it upside down and nothing would spill out. This thing has been so handy. For beach days, I also brought a bunch of different sunscreen options. I brought a face sunscreen with no white cast for myself and my husband. This is great for guys because if you have a little stubble or a beard, if you put white sunscreen all over your face, you're going to end up with it kind of looking zinky and weird. So we love this brand and it's worked out great for us over the years. I also brought some spray sunscreen, and I got some reef safe sunscreen for excursions that require that. These soap travel cases are awesome if you like to travel with your own bar soap. I find that in hotel rooms and also on cruise ships, sometimes that liquid soap just doesn't do the trick for me. So we just bring our favorite Dove exfoliating soap from home. In addition to that, I've been traveling lately with shampoo and conditioner bars so that I can lessen the amount of liquid that I take on my cruise. And I found a little carrying case for these too. They're really handy and they keep them from getting all gummy. They have this little liner on the inside that acts as a soap dish, and you can just set them up in your shower when you get to your cruise ship, and they are awesome. Personally, I'm using the purple toning variety for my blonde hair of this shampoo bar brand, but they have so many different options for different hair needs. Just make sure that you lather the shampoo really well into your hair and follow the instructions, and you'll be just fine. Shoes for me are one of the most important investments that you can make on a Caribbean cruise. And no matter what types of shoes you buy and what you prefer, the key is that you make sure that you wear them in before your cruise, because nothing is worse than having blisters on your feet or being uncomfortable when it's hot outside, right? So some of the shoes that I brought on this particular trip were these beautiful wedge sandals that I like to wear to dinner. Now, these have a wear-in period. They are a little bit snug on the feet at first, and they can kind of wear a little blister. So of all of the shoes I'm about to show you, wear these in the most. Next, I brought just a regular old pair of sneakers. Haven't honestly worn them much, but you never know when you're going to need them if you're going to do like the ropes course or something fun on your cruise ship. I bought a brand new pair of flip-flops that I'm loving, and these had no wear-in period for me. They were immediately comfortable, no blistering, and they have a little tiny bit of a wedge. They're very stylish, and I have been loving them. I ditched my formal shoes on this cruise, didn't even pack them. I'm on a Norwegian ship, so I figured, you know what? I can just wear like a nice wedge sandal for formal night, and I don't feel like I had to go too dressy with it. And then lastly, I brought these new orthopedic sandals along with me. They're a flatter sandal with excellent support, and I've been very happy with them. They come in lots of different styles. You can get them with back straps, no back strap, but that little extra bit of support is great if you're going to be walking a lot, taking the stairs. Maybe you want to go walk around in your Caribbean port and you don't want to wear sneakers. These are the best. I love them. Before I continue with the list, I wanted to say if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Be sure to comment so I can get to know you better, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. For the closet, I brought my same old hamper with a tropical print. I think it's really cute for Caribbean cruises, kind of fun. I also brought along this waterproof neck wallet to store things in. These are handy for going to the beach. You could put your cell phone in there, take it in the water, take photos. But for me, more importantly, I like to put my credit card, cash, and my room key in there just to keep it safe. And also my ID when you go ashore these days. For most adults, they're asking you to take your ID with you. So I usually just slide my driver's license in there as well and take it on those beach days. I'm really sensitive to the sun, so for me, beach days can be a real problem. If I'm gonna be out in the sun for more than an hour, I absolutely need more than sunscreen. So I always pack a rash guard, some swim shorts, and a swimsuit that, feels nice underneath that rash guard. One time I bought a ruffly swimsuit, and then when I went to put the rash guard over it, it just looked weird. It was overly puffy, so you wanna kind of consider the swimsuit that you're buying before you buy those things as well. I forgot to mention when I was talking about shoes that we also packed water shoes for this particular trip. The sand can get so hot in the Caribbean, you guys. Some of the hottest sand I've ever experienced is at the private island destinations of a cruise line, where it looks all powdery and white, but oh man, when you are trying to make it from your lounge chair down to the water, if you do not have something on your feet, you could burn the soles of your feet. So be very careful. Grab yourself some water shoes. These are my favorite brand, and these don't really have much of a wear-in period at all. You should be fine. They should be really comfortable and help you keep the sand and the rocks out of your shoes as well. If you do run into trouble with uncomfortable shoes, I discovered these blister patches on Amazon that are so clever. Up until recently, I didn't even know that they existed. They come in multiple different sizes, and you can use them preventively if you're wearing a new shoe that you just couldn't wear in. You can put them kind of back by that strap where you think you might get some rubbing, or if you end up with a blister, you can use them after the fact like you would a Band-Aid. That could work too. One of my must-pack items I never, ever leave home without is hand sanitizing wipes. I brought a whole Ziploc baggie full of these Santa hands this time. They're alcohol-based, they're non-sticky, and I don't know what it is, but when I'm in a hotter destination, I always feel like I get dirtier faster, need to take a shower, but you can't always access a sink to wash your hands. So I use these a lot, mostly at the buffet restaurant, to be honest. Like after I've scooped my food, touch the handles, I'll do a little wipe down on my hands, and they're awesome. I love them. Just in case though, I brought some of these soap sheets as well for those beach days when maybe you're at a resort or you're on an excursion and they don't have good hand washing facilities, or maybe they have running water but not good soap. These are really handy to have too. Baby powder is super handy to have in the Caribbean and on Bahamas cruises because when your feet get sandy and you have to put your shoes back on before you're coming back to the ship, sometimes it can be really hard to get the sand off of your feet and your kids' feet. So bring a little baby powder and just sprinkle that right on over your feet and your toes, and then you can kind of brush the sand right off. It's such a good hack. I also make sure that I bring a fully stocked toiletry bag. I love this hanging one that I got on Amazon. It's really nice and it has a detachable TSA bag. You've probably seen it before if you follow us frequently. And I brought a fully stocked medicine bag in case someone gets sick. So I use a combination of a pill organizer and a little baggie that holds all kinds of different items in it, from cold medicines to pain reliever, tummy things, stuff like that, just in case somebody has an ailment. You don't have to worry about paying a high price here at the gift shop or the medical center. You can hold yourself over until you get home. These tie front tops have been such a lifesaver for me all season, and they have been fabulous for the Caribbean. They're lightweight, they come in lots and lots of different prints, and you can wear them over a swimsuit, over a tank top, over a cami. They look great with shorts, capri pants, skirts, and they have been such a lifesaver on this particular trip. I've been wearing these with jean shorts, some of my favorite jean shorts. And I also got some new shorts at Walmart this year, along with some skirts from Walmart that have like built-in boy shorts. And all three of these bottoms have been amazing. One thing I would suggest for your Caribbean cruise is to make sure that you get shorts or skirts with pockets in case you want to just tuck your cell phone and your room card in there and you're running out really quickly to go grab your morning coffee. Having a pair of shorts with pockets is so handy. This lightweight dress that I got from Amazon has been wonderful. I wore it on embarkation day. I've also worn it to dinner. It's so pretty. It comes in a few different prints and it does run a little teeny tiny bit small. So make sure that you size up in this one to get a good fit. Here's a couple things I wish I would have packed. This happens every cruise, you guys. I've been on over 50 cruises. I still don't get it 100% right every time. But I learned a lesson this morning. I was out drinking my morning coffee, and lo and behold, I spilled the coffee on my white shirt and my shorts. I really wish I would have brought some kind of a stain removal product. And I did notice that Tide has this new spray. Actually, I don't know if it's new, but you know, you have the Tide pens and the Tide sheets. Those don't usually work for my stains, but I like the idea of a travel size spray that I could have used to get the stain out. Instead, I tried to wash it in the sink. There was no I couldn't get the plug to go down in the sink, and it kind of turned into a disaster. So I wish I would have had that Tide spray spot remover. It would be really handy. Another thing I wish I would have brought was a fan for the bedside table. You guys know I have several fans for bedside, but the reason I wish I would have brought that isn't because my room isn't a nice temperature. It's actually very cool, but our neighbors wake up at the crack of dawn and they've started chatting like at 5:30 in the morning loudly. And I could have used that fan for white noise. It would have been so nice if I would have thought about that. But for some reason, I left it at home. Wah, wah, wah. What can you do? One other thing I wish I would have brought with me is a dressier purse for evening. Neither of the purses that I brought really worked for the more dressy nights, and I should have just thrown in a little gold glam bag and I forgot it. So something to think about. You may not need a purse like that, but if you are going to be glamming it up and wearing fancy shoes and you want your purse to match your shoes or to match your dress, you might want to think about that. And lastly, I do this all the time. I always forget to pack a hat, but I think I do it subconsciously on purpose because I want an excuse to buy a hat. I went big on this cruise, and spent a whopping $10 in the little atrium sale that they have. You know, the $10 only sale that they have on cruise ships sometimes? Usually it's on a sea day when everybody's got nothing to do and they're walking around. I found this cute big floppy hat and I felt like it matched this little swim cover up really well. So I bought it and it's been kind of fun to have. It's not perfect for sun protection, but it does the trick. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. If it was helpful, please let me know down in the comments. If you forgot anything recently on a cruise that you want to share with me, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Them in. On this particular cruise, I got a brand new,
Cancel. Code Papa, cancel. Code Papa, cancel.
I don't know what Code Papa is. Did you guys hear that?